we have some etiquette tips for you.
I love etiquette tips.
Yeah. So if you go to a fancy restaurant, and listen, and fancy is relative, but I think we can all agree on what's fancy. And
Like where the waiter talks to you
no,
like this.
no. Stop making a mockery out of
Walk
my.
this
Stop.
way.
Walk this way.
The guy has a limp.
All right. So a couple of etiquette tips. And some of these might be obvious, some might not be. So if you don't want to look like a total Delta Bravo, a total, a total snob at a restaurant, these are like 4 tips, as far as etiquette goes.
Hold on. Etiquette for slobs to look better or etiquette for snobs to look more normal?
Dude, who said it? No.
You said etiquette. I mean, the snobs already have the etiquette.
No, this is a way to go to a nice restaurant.
Okay.
Or, nice, a nicer restaurant.
When you say etiquette tips, I'm thinking Cousin Eddie's pulling the Winnebago in the front, and he's like, come on, kids, let's go.
And he's going to drain the bleeper right in the parking lot?
Let's give him a couple of etiquette tips.
Listen, I'm just trying to give you some tips so you don't appear to be a snob at a nice restaurant.
Okay.
All right, number 1 is pay attention to the restaurant staff. Don't, turn your nose up. Don't, feel like you're too good for the staff. And I've seen this. I've been in some nice restaurants. I'm not talking about Michelin 3-star restaurants, but I'm not even talking Michelin-starred restaurants. I've been in some nice restaurants, and there are plenty of phenomenal. There are restaurants that have 0 Michelin stars that I find better than some restaurants that have a Michelin star or 2. So bottom line is, don't be a snob. Don't ignore the wait staff. People that say, oh, no, I don't interact with the help or I don't interact with the wait staff. What are you doing? They are people just like you. Be nice to them. Your experience is going to be better. Don't be a snob. Don't be a total Delta Bravo. Tip number 1 is interact with the staff. Don't be standoffish. Don't be a total snob. Communicate. Even find out their name. Use their name. Hey, Jerry, Lisa, whatever. Hey, thank you. You've been great. Be nice. Don't be a snob to the staff. That's number 1 tip. Number 2, the old, oh, yeah, I'm just going to be fashionably late. Cut the crap. Don't walk in there 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes late. If you've got a 7 o'clock reservation, go at 7 o'clock. Be there. Be there on time. Be there a little early. Within a couple of minutes, 7:02, 7:05. It's all right. But still, show some respect. I mean, at a nice restaurant where they're juggling the tables and the arrival times, they're trying to, space out the kitchen and just get there on freaking time. And don't be like, oh, I've got a reservation. They're going to hold my table till infinity.
I have to stop you right here.
Yeah.
These are really good etiquette tips. I'm writing them all down.
I think you can remember these.
Acknowledge the staff. Show up on time. Okay. All right.
Are you making a mockery?
No, these are great.
All right.
These are great. I'm learning a lot. 3, go. Give me.
Number 3.
Now, I need it.
Dress code. Don't walk in like a slob.
Oh, man. I need on this.
Yeah, I mean, I put on, it depends on the situation, like a nice pair of pants and a nice button-down shirt. Don't walk in like a slob. I've been to where was I recently? Where I know where I was. I was at Massimo's. Not this past weekend, the weekend before. Michelle and I had dinner at Massimo's.
That's a high-end Italian restaurant, right?
Massimo's is great up in Palm Harbor. So in our rotation, I've known Massimo for years. Just does a phenomenal job. I had a piece of halibut that was just incredible, and a guy walks in shorts and a trucker cap on. I'm like, what?
Where does he think he is?
Everyone else in the restaurant was dressed nicely and appropriately, and he walks in shorts and a foam-fronted trucker cap with the mesh back.
I will say, Florida's dress code
a little lighter,
is a lot lighter.
Yeah, it
but
is.
You can't go around wearing jorts, those jean shorts.
Cut the crap.
I mean, it's a good look.
So follow the dress code. I mean, you might live in an area, according to this particular expert, where, and this individual coughing up these tips, which, I mean, Elaine Swan is an etiquette expert, and she's coughing up these tips. But these are pretty, this is pretty rudimentary, but still, I think it's worth the reminder.
Elaine Swan sounds really fancy.
Yeah. I wonder if she's ever eaten at On Swan, the restaurant On Swan in Hyde Park. One of Chef Pont's places.
Be Swan on Swan.
I wonder what, they're opening up, Chef Pont, he's got Pont Modern American, which is just phenomenal. Olivia is one of our favorites, fantastic. On Swan is super. And they're opening an Olivia here in St. Pete as well. So I don't know. I got to find out when they're going to open up St. Pete, Olivia. But Olivia's solid.
What if Elaine Swan gave her goodbye message at On Swan? Swan would be giving her swan song on Swan.
Yes. When she retires.
She has a whole web. She's into this, man.
I know.
She has this whole blog.
Yeah, I know. I saw her.
She gets free advice?
Dude, where do you think I got this? I got this from her website.
I'm going to follow her page.
Anyway. You might live in an area, she says, where the attire is more casual and shorts are acceptable, but that may not be acceptable in some higher-end restaurants. And that is that very much pertains. It's very germane to the situation here in Florida with shorts.
What would Miss Swan think of Jason Momoa's Cool Hand Luke prison outfit pants?
Oh, his chain gang black and white striped prison outfit? I don't know. We can send her a picture.
I'm sure he can get it anywhere he wants.
And then final point, number 4, etiquette at nice restaurants. When it comes to tipping, leave 20% minimum. Nice restaurant, service is good. You leave 20% gratuity minimum. You should always leave a tip at every restaurant you dine at, regardless of whether it's high-end or a standard mom and pop. Yeah, absolutely. You sit down and you get served, you leave a tip. I am not one of the folks that tips when I go up to a counter and order and they call my name to pick up my order. I'm not leaving a tip, all right? I go to a sandwich shop or whatever, and I'm, it might be a great sandwich, but I'm placing my order. They hand me my bag or my tray. I am not leaving a tip for that, all right? Nice restaurants where I sit down and I'm waited upon, I leave a tip. And if service is great, I leave a really good tip. Typically, I'm never less than 20%. If things are not up to par, maybe I leave 15%. But usually the service is pretty good around town. I'll leave 20% minimum. So there you go. 4 etiquette tips. And you wrote them all down, right, Fester?
I am now following Elaine Swan. on all of her socials.
Hang on a sec. Number 5, don't wear your stupid Crocs to a nice restaurant, all right?
All right, I'm out. She has 72,000 Instagram followers giving out etiquette advice.
Oh, yeah.
You need to change the vibe of your page.
Listen, she's been on the Today Show. She's been on a lot of... I've seen her before.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
And then I saw a little article where she's giving out some advice. Did you like the video? Want more? Go ahead and click all this. Like, share, subscribe.